beware, beware. This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Wednesday morning, everybody. Hey, I'm pissed off again. Usually I'm pissed off more. Well, I can't go there. Don't I piss you people off? You got these politicians, these no good, ignorant son of a bitches. And I'm not talking about public servants. We've got a lot of good people. We've got a lot of good people that are helping to run our country while we're doing other jobs or not doing anything at all. And you think the great public servants, these guys just go and do their job. People like Lou Reed, there's good people all over. And you heard yesterday, and I got to tell you, I've got a lot of respect for President of the Board of the Aldermen in St. Louis, Louis Reed. This man fights for what he believes in. And then you got this lady. Here's what I'm going to do today. This Megan Green, this lady, see, I won't say skank. I'll say lady. Now, what do you got to hide behind now, Megan Green? This lady has got trying to get the women's group to be on her side against Lou Reed, a proud black man who did nothing. And she's trying to hide behind a women's group, or any group she can hide behind, because that's how rotten this politician is. She's not a lady. You heard me yesterday. She's not a man. She's not much of anything. Actually, I would compare her to a piece of, let me be politically correct here, a piece of a dog crap, but then I'd have to apologize to the dog crap. But don't you hate it when somebody hides behind a cause that they don't really believe in? Oh, Bob Romanik talked about me and all the ladies groups. Now they're mad at Lou Reed? They'll be mad at Bob Romanik. You heard me yesterday, and I wasn't playing. I'm about 2/3. I'm certifiably nuts, and I don't give a damn. These politicians have made us all that way. Why do you think Trump's doing so good? And they say, Romanik, you sound like Trump. You've heard me before. I've been politically insane for the last 6-7 years. I've been on the air politically insane. He's been politically insane for the last 6, 7, 8 months. People are tired. They don't like me. I don't even know if they like Trump. But they hate, you hear me? They hate what the hell these politicians are doing. And again, people, watch out, Romanik, you're running for office. Do people think that me running for office is going to make a difference in Bob Romanik, in what I say, in what I feel? That's the problem. You'll see Hillary Clinton, and I don't want to get into national politics because you can get that all over the airwaves. You even see Trump, the Democrats and Republicans. They're placating oh, yeah. Oh, the best place in the world to be is New Hampshire. Best place in the world to be is Michigan. The best place in the world to be is wherever the hell they're at, pandering to the crowd. Ain't the best place to be. You think I want to be in Iowa when it's freezing up there? Hell, I'd never made it up there. I say, what are you crazy people living up here for? This godforsaken country? Cold, nasty? But no, love to be here. Love to be wherever. You ought to trace these people all throughout the election. They give the same 5-10 minute spiel wherever they go. Best place in the world to be is here. But you know why they say that? Because it is the best place in the world in their mind, because they're there. And they're godlike. Hey, wherever I'm at is the best place in the world to be, so everybody should be there. What the hell is wrong with us? When the hell are we going to take our country back, people? We got to take it back. Hey, I want to tell everyone, had a great response, emails, calls. It was over in St. Louis. This Megan Green, she's really not well liked over in St. Louis. Now, she can come out after me, and Megan Green, I hope you do, honey. Come do what you got to do. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not to the ladies' groups, because I'm not going to throw them under the bus, because they've got a cause. They're trying to be treated equal, and I respect ladies. I don't respect someone that hides behind a cause that she doesn't believe in, only hides behind that cause it helps her out. And that's her cause, Megan Green. So Megan Green, I'll call you a lady part of the time today, but I don't know how long I can do that. I may have to go in and throw up. But Megan Green has tried to make a big firestorm out of nothing. And I want to thank everybody. And I had people that pulled me over. One guy pulled me over in my car. I drive the clown car, the radio car. And he said, "Hey, Romanik, this is the first time I've agreed with you." He said, "I've listened to you for 3 or 4 years." And I said, "Agree with me on what?" He said, "On this Megan Green." He said, "Why the hell did Lou Reed ever get mentioned in that?" He had nothing to do with it. And he was a veteran. He was a veteran. And that's what I liked most. And I saluted him and every veteran every day for giving me the opportunity to speak free. And that's exactly what he said. He says, "You've got every right, Romanik." He said, "I don't agree with a lot of things you say." He says, "And I don't agree with the way you say them sometimes." But he said, "I agree that you have the right to say them." He said, and that's what because he listens. He said, "I fought for that right for you." And I thanked him again. And that's what you people have to remember. Free speech is free. It's not free for the military that fought and some died. And people will say, "You keep harping on that, Romanik." Well, let it be one of your family members. You people that say I'm harping on it, let it be one of your family members that didn't come home from a war because they were fighting for our freedoms. You never hear it enough. It's everybody that's really not affected personally. But if you think about it, we're all affected personally because we all have the same rights. But anyway, I hear today that Megan Green, she was supposed to testify in a committee about the alleged bribery. That's what got this whole thing started. I would have never talked about this. Bitch, I got to call her a skank. I can't hold it any longer. This skank tells everybody, "Oh, me and a lot of other family members were bribed about the new football stadium." I would assume she meant and alleged at this point that they wanted to give her money to vote for her, to give her family money. So there was a big firestorm. See, everybody remembers me calling her a skank and a hoe and whatever else I called her, and I don't remember, but I don't apologize for any of it. They don't remember that. They don't remember getting a bad name on the city of St. Louis and the political leaders because of an alleged bribe. They don't remember that. And they don't remember being number one for violent crime in the whole United States. See, Slay and Megan Green, they don't want anybody to remember that. They want everybody to remember Bob Romanik talked bad about this skankalicious bitch, the alder skank. That's what they want you to remember, so I'm going to keep it going. Remember that. Don't remember all the serious crap. Don't remember the guy that got shot coming home from the baseball game, walking down by one of the upscale hotels in St. Louis. Now he's paralyzed for life, and I feel sorry for that man. Thinks he's in a safe area in downtown St. Louis. They don't want you to remember that. Hey, they definitely don't want you to remember that 12-year-old girl in North St. Louis that was doing her homework on her bed and get shot and killed? Hell no. No, don't remember that. Remember Bob Romanik calling Megan Green a skank. That's the serious crap in this country. That crazy son of a bitch on the radio. Now, that's the problem. It ain't the killing. It ain't the dope. It ain't the economic devastation that Slay's given all of us in the St. Louis region. It ain't any of that. It ain't people dying and getting raped and robbed on the streets and businesses leaving town. Hell no, that ain't serious. It's Bob Romanik calling Megan Green a skankalicious hoe, a bitch, a no-good scumbag, political, parasitical bitch, punk. Oh, wait a minute. Now I'm going to get the punk union on my ass, but that's okay. But do you people understand what's going on? It's the old okey-fa-doke. It's a smokescreen, but I invented the name okey-fa-doke. And that's what they're doing to you over there. That's what Slay, and then yesterday you heard me, and I don't want to regurgitate this, but here's Slay's brother. I got a picture of him. Mayor Slay's brother arrested for heroin possession. Now, he was either going to take it or sell it, or maybe a combination. I don't know. But this is Slay's brother, and Slay, he cast a bad light on Lou Reed because I supported Lou Reed. Lou Reed didn't support me. You people have heard that. I'm getting tired of saying it. I supported Lou Reed because I know with Lou Reed's leadership, it'd be safe to go to St. Louis. He had a plan for the safety of the people of St. Louis. All Slay had last election was, if I win this time, it's a record breaker. Well, you know what? It's a record breaker for a serial killer that he killed 10 people and the other serial killers killed 11, so now he's going to kill 12. Sometimes it's not good to break records, Slay. And in your case, that's the worst thing that could happen to St. Louis when you got reelected this last time. But everybody heard him. It'll be a record. Longest running mayor. Well, you know what? A friend of mine had the longest running case of the clap, and that wasn't a good thing. That wasn't a good, hey, guess what? I've had clap longer than anybody. I've had a venereal disease longer than everybody. Hell, you don't go around bragging about that. Of course, I don't know. I'd rather brag about that than being related to Slay. But how hypocritical are these son of a bitches? And then Megan Green. I talked to a lady friend of hers who was now mad at her because she tried to use a ladies' movement to further her own personal and political gains. See, people find this crap out quick, people. They find it out. But she told me that Megan Green was all upset that she wasn't going to testify at committee, and I guess an aldermanic committee, about the alleged bribe. Now hear me out, people. She alleged that there was a bribe given to her and family members, but now she's not going to testify. And I was told it's not even going to be under oath. I'd put that bitch under oath. But she tells this lady, this ex-friend of hers, because I think she lost a friend because this lady knows, and she is a lady. She knows what Megan Green is trying to do, further her political career. Megan Green now has an attorney. Why the hell would you have an attorney, Megan Green? If somebody threatened me or tried to bribe me and they wanted me to tell the truth and tell them what happened so they could get to the bottom of it, would I take an attorney with me? Hell no, I wouldn't. Anybody that's innocent wouldn't. So my question to you, Megan Green, is why in the hell are you not going to testify? You were out there on Front Street with your big-ass mouth saying that somebody allegedly bribed you and other family members. Remember when that made headlines? You just wanted to stop that, Megan. And in my opinion, you did whatever you had to do, which isn't a good thing, Megan, especially when you're representing the people of St. Louis. Unbelievable. But now she's not going to show up. They tell me, I called over at City Hall. They said the testimony was supposed to be at 10 o'clock. So it's 20 after. Megan Green's not there. What does that tell you, good people in St. Louis? What does that tell you? It's not going to stand up and fight for what she said happened, because in my opinion, it didn't happen. And Megan Green, here's what I'm going to do to you, lady. I will offer you $10,000. $10,000, Megan Green. We've got a state-certified polygraph examiner on call whenever we need them. I will give you $10,000. I'll give you $20,000 for you to come over here, Megan Green, and pass a polygraph test that you, in fact, were approached about a bribe, you and family members, $20,000. And Megan Green, I'll put my money where my mouth is because I got some money. And I'm nutty enough that I don't give a damn. See, I respect money. I don't worship money like some of these rich idiot bastards. I don't worship money. I respect money. I know what it's capable of doing, what good it's capable of doing. Megan Green, $20,000 to you on the spot. And I will donate another $20,000. Not political money. I don't have political money. I'm self-funding. I will donate another $20,000, Megan Green, $20,000 to help feed the hungry in your ward in St. Louis. In your name, I will do that. So Megan Green, give me a call. Toll free. 888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. Somebody call and see if I'm wrong taking this position. And it can be Megan Green's people. I don't care. I'll talk or argue with anyone. I'll get either side. But Megan Green, $20,000, because I personally don't believe that ever happened. And now you really make me buy. Upped it from $10,000 to $20,000 when I find out that you're not going to testify. That makes me really suspect of anything you've said. And I don't know if you're lying. I can't see your lips moving, Megan. I can't see your lips moving. But people, hear me out. Do you not agree with me? If this lady, what she alleged happened, number one, why would she not be testifying before the committee in St. Louis so they could get to the bottom of it, number one. Number two, if she is correct, why would she not testify, then come over here and get $40,000? And I'm sure she's lady enough that she would take the 20 and not put it in her pocket. Yeah. And she would give her 20 to the needless, the needy, and the homeless. I think she would probably do that. Not. So Megan Green, call me toll free, 1-888-394-1430 on the east side, 394-1190. Lines are always open, people. Give us a call. I just want to know why Megan Green refused to testify at the committee hearing today. And I'm going to go back to my initial statement. This is why, Megan Green, I'm on your stanky, white, hairy, greasy, wrinkled, white ass, bitch. Because you brought this up. You brought this to the forefront. You brought this to make the city of St. Louis look bad, to tarnish the city of St. Louis. And it can tarnish itself. It doesn't need your help, Megan Green. But you're going to say all this. That's why I jumped your ass, because that's time taken away from somebody they could get for killing somebody. Maybe solve a crime. Maybe stop a killing. But you're going to tie up police resources because you want to be front and center? You want to be front page? Well, I tell you what, Megan, I put you on front page. So you ought to be happy to be there. We're going to take care of our housekeeping. Lines are open. We are America's voice of freedom. Definitely the Patriot. You can call toll free 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. Kevin Tiemann, somebody just handed me this. Kevin Tiemann's birthday's today, so happy birthday, Kevin Tiemann. He's 56 today. St. Stephen's Parish, all-you-can-eat chicken dinner. That'll be held Saturday, February the 20th from 3 to 7 p.m. at Vote Hall, located at Route 157 in Caseyville. Concordia United Church of Christ, located at Route 163 and Concordia Road in Millstadt. Their pancake and sausage breakfast to be held February the 27th from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. All the proceeds go to this Sunday School Function Fund. Mississippi Valley Duck Hunters, America the Beautiful Chicken and Bear Dance to be held at the Quail Club, located at 8303 Concordia Church Road in Belleville, Saturday, February the 20th. Any questions or concerns, you can contact Jolly at 618-977-2986. On February the 27th, the American Legion in Dupo, Post 485, presents Blacklight Bash Bingo. This is a fundraiser. The good people at the American Legion in Dupo get money together and they give it to the police officers. And the police officers apparently take the less fortunate children out to shop and have a little camaraderie. And I think it works good for both sides. So anybody Have any questions or concerns, you can contact Carrie Moore if you want to get involved or donate at 314-681-3291. The 2016 Polar Plunge to benefit the Special Olympics to be held Saturday, February the 27th at noon at the main beach at Carlisle Lake. Any questions or concerns, contact Justin Dunning at 618-654-6680. The Mouse Race is also at the American Legion Post 485 in Dupo, coming up on February the 20th. Doors open at 7 p.m. The annual Breeze Lions Club Chicken Dinner, Sunday, March the 6th at the Breeze American Legion. Any questions or concerns, you can contact 526-4265. And never want to forget the Friends of the Millstadt Water Tower. They're trying to come up with $200,000 to help refurbish the old water tower, a great historic landmark. So anybody and everybody, hopefully you'll get involved. If you have any questions or concerns, you can contact Keller Timmer at 618-520-3623. Don't forget, you can pick me up on iTunes. Type in Bob Romanik and the Grim Reaper of Radio. You can go to our streaming site, insanebroadcasting.com, one word, common spelling, for the best in all three of our great stations. You can also hear me in my rebroadcast every Monday through Friday, 4 o'clock p.m. And also now broadcasting from the graveyard to the graveyard shift every night, Monday through Friday at the stroke of midnight. On this date, February the 17th, 1817, a street in Baltimore became the first to be lit with gas from America's first gas company. On this date, February the 17th, 1867, the first ship passed through the Suez Canal. On this date, February the 17th, 1909, Geronimo, the legendary Apache warrior chief, died at the age of 80. On this date, February the 17th, 1913, the first minimum wage law took effect in the United States in the state of Oregon. On this date, February the 17th, 1933, the first issue of Newsweek magazine was published. On this date, February the 17th, 1934, America's first high school driver's education course was introduced in State College, Pennsylvania. On this date, February the 17th, I call him the smorgasbord of human remains. On this date, February the 17th, 1992, Jeffrey Dahmer was sentenced to life in prison. That's what happened on this date, February the 17th, throughout all these years in our world's history. I gotta put a shout out to the Pizza Man. I talked with our good friend Dennis Foltz from Cahokia Motors, a great place to buy cars. They advertise with us, but even if they didn't, great man. They take care of business out there. Very fair. Dennis Foltz, I want to salute you and everybody out of Cahokia Motors. But Dennis called me and said that the Pizza Man and a lot of people in Benton, Illinois, they get by the radio every day at 10 o'clock to listen to my crazy crap. So the Pizza Man of Benton, Illinois, and all you good people out in Benton, we appreciate you taking the time to listen. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about Maximus Vaginus, our Maximus Vaginus, not Mayor Slade, Maximus Vaginus on the Missouri side. We're talking about Mark Big Pussy Boy Eckert, also known as Maximus Vaginus. We're going to talk about that. Give us a call, toll free, 1-888-394-1430 on the east side, 394-1190. We'll be back right after this break. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting at its finest, your guardian of the First Amendment, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio. And as always, we are proud, always proud to be the Patriot.
From KQQZ 1190 AM, St. Louis, Missouri, USA, you're listening to Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. I just read a little bit in the paper, and I feel compelled to go this direction. If I can get through this, and if I can't, I can't. And if they say men don't cry, whoever said that is a lousy, lying, no good for nothing son of a bitch. And I'm going to try to be politically correct on this, but this poor lady lost her daughter to cancer at 7 years old. Janet, I hope I pronounce it right, Pruneau, P-R-U-N-E-A-U. Janet Pruneau was 7 years old. She died Saturday after 3 years of surgeries, treatment, and long hospital stays for cancer. Now, our sympathies and condolences, sincere condolences, go out to the Pruneau family. But it just strikes me. Here's a picture of the mother, the grieving mother, Laura. And the News Democrat puts it on the front page with tears in her eyes. Now, you know, and I've been in radio 7-8 years. And I always have people call me when I want to confront them. I don't stick a mic in their face. You know how these people, when a family member dies, these TV rats, TV personalities will shove a mic? How do you feel? You know, stay away from the family. Let the family grieve. And I just think it's asinine that they put a picture of this lovely mother who just lost her daughter on the front page crying. I don't think that's right. That should be private. Maybe I'm wrong, but and maybe I get heat over this, but that's honestly the way I feel. You don't put a family member grieving, crying. You don't stick a mic up to their face. You don't put a camera in their face. But this lovely, lovely 7-year-old lady, Janet Pruneau, died Saturday after a 3-year battle with cancer. Now, I lost my son, 41, and he fought, but he had 41 years. And I think I'm hurting. What about this gal? This little girl never had a life to live. And we worry about the crap going on, the minor crap going on in our lives when there's serious things happening. And I'm just here momentarily, we're going to take a moment of silence. And I don't know the family's financial situation, but if needed, I would say that I would be more than willing, in honor of my son, pay for the entire funeral expense in the memory of my son, Stephen. Now, I'm not saying these people need the money. A lot of times, you know, people are well off, and I understand that. But go around, and that's the second thing that gets to me. And when I'm serious, people. When I'm crazy, But I mean this. When somebody dies and they don't have the money, they not only have to grieve their family, they have to worry about getting money for burial expenses. And you know, I don't think it's right. But anyway, for the Janet Pruneau, the lovely little girl that lost her life at 7 after a 3-year battle, and for Laura Pruneau, I guess it's Pruneau, our sincere condolences. And again, I don't know the family's financial situation, but if needed, in honor of my son, I would be more than willing to take care of all the expenses. We're going to have a moment of silence. Janet Pruneau, please rest in peace. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Let's just cut it.
From KQQZ 1190 AM, St. Louis, Missouri, USA, you're listening to Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom. Radical Radio, and we are, as always, we are proud, very proud to be the Patriot. You know, certain things just piss me off, and I don't need to go completely crazy because it wouldn't be pretty. It'd be worse than my face, and my face is scary and ugly. Yeah, I want to thank, I've had quite a few callers now. The good people of St. Louis, they understand what's going on, Megan Green, and we've got call after call. Our lines are tied up. They want to know why you didn't testify, and I would ask that you testify under oath. The people are demanding that you testify so everyone in St. Louis can put these serious alleged bribery allegations to rest one way or the other, Megan Green. You can't hide out now. You're the one that lit the fire. You're the one that fanned the fire. Now you're the one that's going to have to either put the fire out or let the city burn. It's up to you, Megan Green. You can't cry, and then run away. I bet you the ladies group is not with you on this one. I bet you the ladies group say, hey, Megan, stand tall as a woman. We want equal treatment, and they deserve equal treatment. The beautiful ladies of this world, nothing better than a lady, because that's our mothers out there. But now, Megan, you can't hide. You can't hide behind a ladies group when they ask you to testify, and that's why. Apparently, if you could take the ladies group with you to take all the heat for you, to run interference for you, then maybe you would testify. Everybody's found you out, Megan Green, and Megan Green, I'm still waiting for your call. $40,000, Megan, to feed the hungry and less fortunate? And if I say it on the air, I have to do it. Megan Green, what a disgrace to the human race you are. What a disgrace. And again, before we get off this, because I do have to move on, I said yesterday, and I had some black friends say, Romanik, you're crazy, but you was right. Only in America can a white, crazy son of a bitch like me, who is truthful and who's not afraid to tell the truth, come after a stupid white bitch, a phony white bitch, and a black man who's in the same room with me gets chastised by a white lady. How racist is that? Nobody's talking about that. They're talking about the bad language I use. Well, then talk about the bad language that Bob Romanik used, not somebody else. Hell, I'll take credit for bad language that somebody else says. I like to take credit for that. I'll be the bad guy. I got no problem. But don't blame... You know, Megan, I'm not blaming your mother and father for having sex. Whoa, Lord. Having sex and you coming out, that's a disgrace. I'm not blaming them for your nastiness and skankiness. I could, but it wouldn't be right. I'm blaming you for your actions, for your words. I'm not blaming your relatives. I'm not blaming the person next to you when you allege this alleged bribe. Am I going to call them a liar? I'm not going to call them a liar. It wasn't them talking. So, Megan Green, get off this kick. It's not going to get legs like you told everybody. Got a person that knows her fairly well that talks to somebody else. And Megan's trying to manipulate everybody because that's the kind of person she is. Anyway, we'll talk about that at some point in time. Hey, I don't know if it's just me, but I see we're going to have an assistant director of immigration, and it's a Muslim. Now, it's a lady that's got a head wrapping, and that's okay. I got no problem with that. I mean, I like to see a gal's pretty hair. I hope that's not too sexist for you, Megan Green. But to be perfectly honest, and I am, it just doesn't personally sit well with me. I mean, it just doesn't. Going to have a Muslim as the assistant director of immigration? Now, here I would ask, they'd say, why don't you like that, Romanik? I don't have to have a reason. I just don't like it. If somebody says, hey, there's a gray car, I don't like gray cars. Gray cars never attempted to run over me. I never had a gray girlfriend who beat my ass. It's just I don't, for whatever reason, and I don't need a reason, and you don't need a reason, I don't like gray. So when people say, you don't like this, you don't like that, you got to have a reason. No, the hell you don't have to have a reason. Are you crazy? You don't have to have a reason, and I don't have a reason. It's not that I'm against the Muslims. I just personally think it's wrong. I think it's wrong, a lot of this crap. I think we ought to take care of our American people first, and then whatever's left over, we'll give, because we're a giving country. But I'm not, hey, got one sandwich left, and there's 2 people there, and one of them's going to starve. Now you got your family and somebody you don't know from 5 million miles away. Well, that 5 million miles away guy is going to go down, because I'm feeding my family. But it just strikes me funny how we're trying to be politically correct, and it's going to politically kill us. You know, again, what you don't like, you people out there, you don't like green color, or you don't like purple, or why don't you like it? You don't know. You just don't like it. You don't have a reason for liking it. We've got a whole bunch of callers. You tied up the lines. Let's go ahead. Let's try to get some callers. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Cleophas.
Hey, Cleophas.
Megan Green.
You work for Megan Green? Well, then I'll tell you what, you'd be better off being on aid.
Well, that's not true. I'm a yard boy, and I don't like the things you're saying about it.
You don't like what I'm saying? The truth? You don't like the truth, sir?
Well, you're making it hard for me to do my job around here. I'm a yard boy, like I say, and you're making it hard for me, Bob.
Are you a proud black man?
I used to be.
Hey, you ain't very proud if you're working or hanging around that Megan Green. Hey, Cleophas, on a serious note, I talk crap on her, crap that needed to be talked on her. She needed to be exposed, and she's going to blame a black guy. Have you ever heard of anything that stupid in your life?
Well, I was kind of thinking the same thing, Bob, but I can't lose my job. I'm afraid to, come out and speak. Like I said, I'm a yard boy. And with spring coming around, I got a lot of landscaping work to do and stuff like that. I just don't want to risk my job.
Hey, she don't make you cut her hairy ass, does she?
No, sir.
Hey, that would be cruel and unusual punishment. But Cleophas, anyway, hey, I appreciate the call. But if you're her yard boy, will you tell her for me to quit crapping in her yard, because people are getting tired to see her pull down her drawers and crap in the yard. I know she's using the excuse, like she uses an excuse for everyone, that it's fertilizing the yard, but not at the expense of the community to see that hairy, stanky, smelly ass hanging out in her yard. Will you tell her for me, please do not crap in her yard?
Yes, sir, Bob. We'll do. I will do.
Okay, thank you, Cleo. I thought, and that's not a stage call. This guy calls. But anyway, it's not a laughing matter. It's really, really not a laughing matter. Hey, we're going to go over and talk about Maximus Vaginas, and we don't have a lot of time here on the Illinois side. We've got an ignorant mayor in Belleville, just like they've got an ignorant mayor in St. Louis. We call him Mark Big Pussy Boy, also known as Maximus Vaginas Eckert. And we got to put that title on Slay, because he is a very, very Maximus Vaginas for the city of St. Louis. But anyway, this Ruler Foods over in Belleville, and it used to be the Bel Air Bowl. And after it shut down, Eckert, until I stopped and would let the Tree Bows, and I think they're related, I think they own the place, let them have Halloween haunted houses. Never up to code, but they did it year after year until I stopped it. But Eckert says, well, I'm doing this. I was the tie-breaking vote because I thought it was good for the city. Let me give you the rest of the story, people of Belleville. Eckert is trying to shill, and we tried to get who the owners of the Bel Air Bowl were. But I guarantee you they're big contributors to Mark Pussy Boy Eckert. See, these politicians, they want to play the game. That grocery store shouldn't have been there. Shouldn't have been funded by the city. There's enough grocery stores. Shouldn't have been funded by the city, but they had to get that property sold. A friend of Mark Pussy Boy, also known as Maximus Vaginas Eckert, he was doing his friends a favor, in my opinion. So if he gives Ruler Foods $200,000 incentive, they're going to buy the property from his friend or family, I don't know. His good friend, I know. Maybe some kind of family relation, I think. But do you understand what's going on in Belleville, people? Mark Eckert thinks that he's really slick. He thinks he's as slick as cow crap, you know? He funded that. He's pushing all the businesses out of Belleville, and he sits there and drives around in that police car. And it pissed me off. So I saw him yesterday speeding down the street at about 90 miles an hour. And I thought he was a mayor, not a policeman. But, you know, the son of a bitch will never defend himself. But we're going to get into that. We don't really have a lot of time today. I don't know where else I'm at. Again, my deepest condolences to the Pernod family. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. But to lose a 7-year-old daughter is really, really just. I know her. I know what she's feeling right now, and we've all lost relatives, loved ones. But and again, I may not be politically correct, but I think the News Democrat are just low-life bastards. Put her picture on the front page. We don't need to see her grieving. We know she's grieving. But you know what? It's good for the sale of papers. And I'll tell you, News Democrat bastards, you guys will do anything to sell a paper, just like the St. Louis American in St. Louis. Pieces of crap. You don't put somebody that's in mourning. You know, you get the TV cameras. Somebody walks into a house, and their family member's been shot. They come running out. There's the TV cameras focusing on them as they're crying and crazy and yelling and screaming because their family member has been shot and killed. You don't do that to people because you don't want it done to you. But that's the way the mainstream media and people don't ever in your life think that Bob Romanik's I'm not mainstream with anything. And you may not like what I say or how I say it. But I'll respect people that need the respect. These politicians, they don't need the respect. That's why I never give it to them. But I have to say, in passing, Belleville News Democrat, you rotten bastards. You have no taste. Have no taste. No nothing. No professionalism. But we're getting ready to get out of here because it just pisses me off. But again, our deepest and sincerest condolences to the family of Janet Pernod, age 7, who died after a 3-year fight with cancer. Beautiful. Now, I understand the picture of her sitting in her chair. Beautiful picture, beautiful young lady, but not the grieving mother, and I know it wasn't her fault. And again, I don't know the family's financial situation. You know, maybe they're well-to-do, but if not, I would be more than honored to pay for all the funeral expenses in memory of my son. So if anybody knows this family and they need some help, just have them give the radio station a call. We'll be more than happy to help them. And also the $20,000 for Megan Green. That $20,000's out there for you, and another $20,000, Megan, that I will donate to feed the homeless, the hungry. So Megan Green, you give me a call. Because what you're doing is wrong, Megan Green. Don't hide behind these ladies. And I don't want to go crazy on this because I don't want to lose the message. But you know, you need to go and testify. I would demand under oath, Megan Green, because I think this is going to be a big story. You can't make Lou read the story when there's no story there, but the story about Megan Green is there, and I think it's going to continue. So $40,000 on the line, Megan. And again, our deepest condolences to the Pernod family. And I just hope little Janet Pernod, age 7, I hope, and I know she's in heaven, I hope she rests in peace. We're just gonna go out and with another moment of silence. Let's just go out.
The Patriot.
Your First Amendment and All-American Station. A division of Insane Broadcasting. Renegade Radio.
KQQZ, St. Louis.